Wait, Truman, isn't there a chessboard in the library?
Yeah, I think there is.
May I interest you in a game of chess?
I'd be honored to do you in a battle of wits. I'm gonna double jump you.
Dude,
Give me those.
that's literally checkers.
Oh, my bad. I'll take this still, though.
Gosh, dude. Well, you didn't see this, but I'd connect 4.
That's not chess either. Do you even know what you're doing?
Not really.
I think there's a chess club here at Ooyy that can teach us something.
You know, Jack, I've been trying to learn chess, but I don't know like any of the moves. You think you could show me some?
Yeah, sure. So what you see right here are the pawns. They're worth 1 point of material, and they can move, 1 square forward, and only forward, never back or to the side. But when they capture, they can move diagonally. They capture diagonally. They do not capture forward. And on the first move, pawns are allowed to move 2 squares, and this is only on the first move. These right here are the knights, and they move in an L pattern, 1 square to the side and 2 squares up, or any combination, but 2 squares one way and 1 square perpendicular to that. These are the bishops, and they move diagonally only on their starting color. So this is the light squared bishop. It will always stay on a light square. It will never touch a dark square. These right here are the rooks, and they move side to side as many squares as they can. These are the queen, this is the queen, and they can move diagonally or horizontally and vertically as many squares as they can, but they cannot move like the knight. The king can only move 1 square in all directions.
So I know how the pieces move and all now, but what's like a good strategy to start out with?
Well, in the beginning of the game, called an opening, you would probably take the center. Now, you could take the center indirectly with your knight and pressure these 2 squares in the center. Or you can move a central pawn, such as the E pawn or the D pawn, in front of the king and queen to the center. Now, this strikes into black's territory and prevents black from developing his pieces however he wants to. You can then support your center with your minor pieces, which are the bishop and the knight, and later in the game, your rooks, the major pieces.
Hi, I'm here with
Mr. Lopez.
Nice to meet you. So what's your role for Chess Club?
So my role for Chess Club is that I provide a space for students to come and enjoy chess, whether they're a beginner or something that they're super passionate about.
That's awesome. So who goes to the chess competitions?
So we've had 1 chess tournament, and that is whoever is interested in going. So in this last tournament, we had 7 people that were interested, and they got to go down and compete in a chess tournament in Centralia.
That's nice. And do you play chess with your students?
So I know how to play chess, but I'm not a frequent chess player, and so I have not dipped my toe in the arena of playing the students yet, but who knows? Maybe someday.
All right, I'm here with
Kyle Andrews,
Jack Sharon,
Addison Flora,
Sai Men.
Micah, Einwald.
Alex. How long have you been playing chess?
Like probably 2 or 3 months.
Not very long.
Do you come to chess club every week or?
Yeah, usually.
Probably every other week is what I'd say.
I just started coming here, so no.
And what's your chess ranking on chess.com?
Like 600, but I haven't really played too many games, so I don't know.
I am rated 1200.
What are chess competitions like?
Chess competitions, there's just like a big open room. There's tons of boards and tables, and there's like a couple hundred people playing chess all at the same time. And there's also like little chess clocks that you have to tap every move. It's also pretty quiet. They make sure it stays that way.
All right, that's cool. And how are the tournaments organized?
So there's like individual games that you play. So like as an individual, you have a certain amount of points, but you compete as a team.
Who is your favorite chess player?
I like watching Hikaru Nakamura play. He's a very interesting player.
Probably Daniel Dubov. He's Russian Grandmaster.
It's got to be Ramesh Babu Pragnananda. He's a 17-year-old Indian Grandmaster.
I'm gonna have to go with David Gunderson of Olympia High School. He's very talented.
Is he also the best player here at the school, or?
I'm gonna have to go with Addison Flora. I think his performance at our regional tournament, really impressive, getting first place. I think he's probably the best at our school.
Who do you think the best chess player is here at Ooyy?
I mean, there's a lot of good chess players, but there's only one chess champ.
And that's
Me.
all right. Do you think chess club has grown since the start of the year?
Absolutely. I think there's a lot of people that have come to the game of chess in general, and then that traffic has brought a lot of people to chess club.
Yeah, I think it definitely has grown with the popularity of chess.com and just chess being more accessible to like everyone through online means, and just the fact that we put up a few posters in the halls. You know, I think we got a lot more people this year than even last year.
Wow, Truman, what have you cooked for us today?
Good afternoon, chef. This is the fine frozen hash brown with a little bit of raw egg and shell. And to top it off, some cotton candy grapes and a little bit of frozen Go-Gurt.
Wow, what an exquisite dish. Where did you learn to cook like this?
Well, I was mostly homeschooled, but I'd like to say I'm a little bit of professional in microwavable foods. As long as you know there's a time on the back of the directions. Oh, shoot. No! I thought I put in 2 minutes, not 2 hours.
Well, interesting backstory. Let's see how it tastes. Are you kidding me, chef? You're feeding me rotten eggs, cotton candy grapes, and a frozen hash brown for dinner. Does your mom cook this for you? Didn't think so. I would rather eat the gum scraping on the bottom of my shoe, the mint in the bottom of the boy's urinal.
I appreciate your honesty, Chef William.
Maybe you should go to OHS and figure out what a real chef can do.
Hi, my name is Paul Flock. I'm the Child Nutrition Director for the Olympia School District. And this is my 33rd year as the director for the Olympia School District. At the Central Kitchen, we prepare food. The Central Kitchen is located on the Olympia High School campus, by the way. We prepare food for 18 different schools in our district. Our staff starts arriving at 5:30 a.m. each day. And that's when we start, and they put in an 8-hour day, and they're off by 2 in the afternoon.
All right, if you had to guess, how many meals does our lunch crew make a day?
300, 3,000.
3,000.
That's
5,000.
2,000. 2,500.
Probably like 1,500.
We do approximately 5,000 meals per day. When I first came here, we were doing pre-packed meals, which were meals in an aluminum container that we sent out to the sites. And it was like TV dinners. And so that's how the meals were sent out. And after a few years, we changed that system. So now the food that we do send out is cooked on site. We have full-scale fruit and veggie bars at all our schools, which we're very, very proud of. And those fruit and veggie bars, we feature a lot of produce from local sources, from local farms. We have probably buying relationships with at least 20 local farms. We've been recognized locally, regionally, and nationally for our efforts. So my personal opinion, I'm biased, of course, but I think we have probably one of the best school meal programs in the state. Well, we do have a lot of standard items that we feature quite often because they're real popular, but we do change things up. For instance, we're working on Cinco de Mayo's menu, and we're going to come up with a different menu besides nachos. I have a couple employees who are working with me to be very creative for Cinco de Mayo. So we like to change things up every now and then. We have a $4 million budget. And our goal is to, the expenditures, the $4 million that we expend, that we get close to $4 million revenue back. So we're a break-even program. We're not for a profit. We're not allowed to make a profit. Our budget, a $4 million budget, about 60% of that is for labor, for the employees, and the rest is food. So we spend well over $1 million in food supplies. So it takes $4 million to feed all the kids in the Olympia School District every year.
Hi, today I'm here with
Penny.
Nice to meet you. So what does a typical day look like here in the cafeteria?
Well, every day is pretty much the same, but I make muffins, and I make bread, and I make rolls, and I make cinnamon rolls. But that's about it, and we make it for the elementaries, we make it for the junior high, we make it for the high schools. And, oh yeah, and I order bread, the buns, and the hoagies, and the English muffins also, so.
What could kids do to make your day better?
I don't know, not be quite so messy at the salad bar maybe, but other than that, it's great. You know, so no real complaints about nothing.
All right, I'm here with
Mrs. Jones.
Good to meet you. So what does a typical day look like here at Ooyy in the cafeteria?
Oh boy. Well, we come in at 6 o'clock in the morning, some of us earlier than that, and I set up breakfast and eat all you kids breakfast, and then we go from breakfast into lunch and just have good healthy food for you.
That's really cool. So how can the OHS students make your day better or easier?
Well, you guys are really good because you use your manners. Let me tell you, it goes a long ways.
It was really fun to get to see what our OHS cafeteria team does behind the scenes.
Next time you get a chance, give a thanks to our lunch staff for all the hard work they do every single day.
The school's been dark since the sun set. I'm not sure if the dawn will ever come. Some people say that I'm a hero, but I don't even know what that means anymore. Alfred, the campus is clear. Get the car.
Yo, Truman, it's Connor. I'll be there soon.
Make sure to get the Batmobile.
Whatever, Truman.
It's Batman. Where's the Batmobile?
We don't have a Batmobile, Truman. It's a minivan.
All right, the minivan will have to do. And it's Batman.
Truman, what have you been doing?
I've been keeping the school safe. You know that school safety is important, right?
Of course I do.
It's not Truman. It's Batman.
What are ways we can all practice safety at OHS? Parking lots. When driving to park your car, try to anticipate based on the time of day and the relative busyness if there are going to be any parking spaces left. If you know the main student lot will be full, don't go there. Go to the Ingersoll lot. Regardless of the lot you choose, remember to obey a safe speed by driving 5 to 10 miles per hour or less at all times. 20% of all car accidents take place in parking lots, so it's best to drive on the cautious side. Before you walk away from your car, make sure to take all valuables out or at least out of sight from people walking by. Keep an eye out and be vigilant for suspicious people and behaviors. Use correct doors. The only doors that students should enter the building from are on North Street and Carlon. Once school starts, the doors will be locked and you'll need to be buzzed in by a secretary at either end of the school. All side doors will be locked, so remember that when planning how to get to your next class. Report wet floors. If you're walking in the hallway and see a spill, be sure to report it to a staff member so that they can place proper markings over it and get it reported for cleanup. Report people out of the ordinary. Lastly, one of the most important things to look out for are people and adults that are out of the ordinary. All employees will have a school district ID badge, and any other approved guests at OHS will have a visible visitor's pass sticker on them. These measures are all in place so you can easily identify staff and permitted guests on our campus. If you see any person without a district ID badge or guest pass, make sure to report a description of what they look like and where you last saw them to the nearest staff or main office personnel in person. If you feel concerned about a stranger on campus, this is not a time to use the anonymous phone number posted around campus. Anytime you feel something is an emergency, you always want to tell a staff member immediately. Some examples of when to use the anonymous text line might be to report a concern for one of your friends or report a behavior you witness a lot, such as vaping every day in a certain bathroom between certain periods. There is always the option to leave your name as well. Take the time now to save this number in your phone, 360-529-0938. There have been cases at local schools where unauthorized people wander and steal valuables from classrooms and where unauthorized students from other schools have appeared to cause conflict. Although rare at OHS, we have not been immune to these situations. Part of ALICE training is to alert and inform, and doing this helps to ensure the safety of everyone at OHS. Stay safe, Bears.
Hey Bears, thanks for watching another episode of the Olyway Show.
Here's a reminder of how our OHS community showed up at the Dome.